So how long have you been with CCM?
For around seven and a half years now.
And what prompted you to join CCM?
I saw a job advert for a motorcycle designer 15 miles from my house, so I was there the next day to speak to Austin, and the rest is history.
Ah, fantastic. So you've had a fair bit of input in this bike.
Yeah. I mean, we started off around 12 months ago. We had an idea. All the lads in the workshop, designers, we were just talking about bikes and what kind of bike we would like to make if we weren't making the GP450, and we came up with some sketches, and I put them onto the card and showed Austin and Gary and the family, and everybody kind of loved it. So we thought, okay, we can get one together for February, and before we knew it, we'd sold out of all 150 in a week. So
fantastic.
Yeah.
So that's the original Spitfire.
That's the original Spitfire. Yeah.
And what's great about this is it is unique. Your bikes look unique.
We didn't know what to expect when we unveiled it. It was just something that we all loved and we created, and didn't really fit into any category. When the insurance people asked us and the press asked us, we said, well, we don't really know what it is. It's a Spitfire. But I think that's just part of the reason why it's been so popular.
That's a very bold name to put on a motorcycle, isn't it?
It is, yeah. We came up with countless names. Austin suggested Spitfire, and it was the only one that didn't cause an argument. Everybody thought, yeah, do you know what? It kind of captures the essence of everything we're doing with the bike.
Well, there's a really odd synergy with that, because we're going to do a shoot of the bikes in the studio down in Sussex, the light aircraft runway next to our studio, which is the runway the original Spitfires took off on. But it's not just any squadron. It's the most balls out Spitfire squadron there was, because it's a squadron that the guy came up with the idea that if he took all the weapons off the planes, they could fly fast enough to knock a V2 bomb out of the sky. Wow. So they were doing it with the ends of the wings. So when we get the bikes down, I think we should ride them round to the runway.
Definitely. Yeah.
That should be good.
Some planes in the hangars there if we can. Yeah.
Is it the same engine on all the models?
It's a 600 engine.
It's a 600. Who keeps telling me it's a 450?
Well, our adventure bike was a 450.
Right.
This is a new 600cc single. We spent a lot of time on the ECU map. We brought out of the engine what's always been there but never been seen before.
Oh, that's excellent news. So I hope we get to start them up in the studio.
Yeah. When I'm rolling on the throttle, the only thing better than rolling on is rolling off and hearing it popping, and it's fantastic. The overrun sounds amazing.
That's fantastic. I've got a special microphone for recording engine noises that can take extreme pressure, and we've got 3,000 square feet of space, so that's going to be a cool.
Yeah. Well, the first time we run it in the factory, we set all the fire alarms off and everything. It was momentous because there was fire. We'd not quite tuned the ECU. It was on a full race map at the time, and there was fire. It was literally spitting fire, and the fire alarms went off. It was brilliant. Oh,
that sounds fantastic. Darren said they've gone to a lot of trouble to tune it to perfection.
Yeah. We've got a couple of different maps. We've got the standard fueling, which is low down. It needs to meet the UK emissions and noise regulations, and from there we have a switchable map, which just unleashes it, and it is flawless engine now. It's fantastic.
So what sort of price do these bikes go at?
Well, the original bike, Spitfire, started at 7,995 on the road. Everybody told us they thought it was half price, because the usual custom bike costs between 15 and 20 grand for something hand built. We're given a 2-year warranty on the bike, and the Cafe Racer and the Scrambler are 9,274 on the road. They've got a little bit more equipment on the on the Flat Tracker, dripping in carbon, the new wheels. That's 995 on the road.
They're great prices though, really great.
Yeah, fantastic. Yeah.
I love how stripped down they are.
It's a high-tech yet simple bike.
It's sort of taken something on a bit from. I felt bike designs and customs kind of stalled a bit with the Cafe Racer, as there was a point where everyone was producing. There was a particular look everything was going towards. And this has kind of taken that to a different level, in my opinion.
I say the original Spitfire doesn't really fall into any category. It's just a bike by itself, but it did lend itself. The chassis and the whole platform lend itself very well to these kind of cafe racers and flat track bikes and scramblers, which are very popular. And we had a huge demand from customers saying, "Please build us a scrambler to the Spitfire. Please bring us cafe racer." So we kind of listened to them, and we had a great pleasure in producing them.
So who are you anyway?
I'm Charles, and a big CCM fan.
I hear you have motorcycle number...
The Spitfire is number 2. Factory's keeping number 1, so I've got number 2 of 150 rolling off the production line on Monday, hopefully.
What prompted you to buy the Spitfire?
Darren, the salesman, told me about it before it was announced, described it to me, and I thought, yeah, that's got to be the bike. So I actually put a deposit down on it before it had even been announced, and then went to the show in February, took one look at it and said, yeah, definitely confirming my order now. It's just so beautiful. It's so minimalistic. Everything about it for me is just right.
So tell me a bit about the new bike you've just unveiled today.
Well, the new bike is a bit of a nod to, 10 years ago, Marco Belli won the European Short Track Championship on a specially built CCM Flat Tracker. So we thought, to mark the occasion, we wanted this one to be dripping in nice equipment and forged wheels and carbon fibre. We've just gone to town on it, really.
Have you had it on the track yet?
This one hasn't been on the track yet, but it'll be on very soon, I can tell you. Yeah. We launched a kind of painted render last week, and we've had a good few sales already before people have seen the bike, because obviously they've seen the quality of the other bikes and what they offer.
You got all the models here, yeah?
Yeah, we've got all four models, and we've got a fully loaded Spitfire with all the accessories around there.
Oh yeah, I love that. Yeah. Great talking to you. We're at CCM and they're here all week, and buy one of their bikes.
Yes, please. Birmingham NEC at Motorcycle Live in Hall 2.
Fantastic, excellent. More as it happens. Oh well, we have to bring your sax down if you come down.
Come and have a jump.
Because one trumpet player.
Are you a trumpet player?
Yeah.